I think Travis Etienne went, 0 for 3 in that venue in his college career. So game 2 in the NFL for those two guys in terms of the preseason. Didn't go so well. Came up short again. It was ugly. Here's our question. Jacksonville start Trevor Lawrence. Look, your boy Swanny's kind of been out in front on this one too. Like, I'm on a roll. You need the lottery numbers here. Let me try this. 22, 7. I'm going to tell you. I don't think they should start him. Now, it is the preseason. So maybe I'm just overextending myself a little bit on this front. But I don't want Trevor Lawrence to spend his first season in the NFL dead. And they are atrocious. They are awful. The offensive line, Tyler Shatley, the former Clemson Tigers up front, they're bad. I think there was one point Albert Huggins, Huggy Bear, from the Orangeburg area, was chasing Trevor Lawrence out of bounds. Huggy Bear plays for the Saints. I believe that was him that I saw out there. But I got to tell you, and look, 15 minutes ago, ESPN, what your boy Swanny, all over it here. Plus, this news came out as well that Travis Etienne was placed on with a season-ending injury, suffering a Lisfranc injury to his left toe that will end his season. And what's crazy about Travis Etienne being hurt is you think about how healthy he was his entire career at Clemson. It was a mild foot sprain that will likely end his season. But now with Etienne on the shelf, their offense is awful. Like, there were moments I really thought, is Urban Meyer just pulling my leg on this? The first two plays were just runs right up the middle, I think, essentially. And then all of a sudden now the rookie monsters got a 3rd and 8. Yeah, that's a great way to start things, so that the defense can just tee off on him. Urban Meyer told ESPN's Monday Night Crew that he had, quote, no idea what the team's offensive identity is. And again, with Etienne missing the entire season, what a bummer that is across the board. But Trevor Lawrence, I wouldn't play him. You gotta keep building your franchise around this kid. Tyree Ross hanging out with us says, I like the show. Keep it up. Thank you, Tyree. Appreciate you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Always good to hear from our listeners. New ones, old ones. I don't mean old ones like old listeners. Like some of you sitting around like, I've been listening to Swanny for years. I used to get him on the radio back in the day. We're still on the radio. Don't be fooled. Fire up that Victrola or whatever you got. 1400 AM in the Midlands, around the world on the iHeartRadio app. But at this point, and I've said it for weeks, don't start him. Tank it. Tank the season. Continue to build your franchise. And I think Trevor Lawrence is going to be a heck of a ball player. He made some great throws, a couple of great throws last night, rolling against his body, doing the things that you all know that we watched in high school, that we all thought he could be the first pick. He was. And I think he's got a chance to still be a very good football player, if not a great football player in the NFL. I mean, maybe one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league, not this year, but at some point in his career, I think he has everything it takes to climb to that, that part of the pecking order. But I don't think playing him this year, given what I've seen, and again, it's the preseason, but I got to imagine that this offense and this team is not going to look much better once the season hits. But now with your second first-round draft pick, Travis Etienne, out, why risk? Why risk Trevor Lawrence? Like I can't give you a single reason to risk Trevor Lawrence. Not one. The question becomes, and this is the legit question you have to ask, I think, Jacksonville fans. How many games do you believe you would win if Trevor Lawrence plays every game? How many games do you believe you will win if Trevor Lawrence plays every game? Take whatever that number is, and I can assure you, if it's not 8 or more, you're not making the playoffs anyway. And this is a team that had one win a season ago. They went 1-15. I'm not sure that they'll scratch more than maybe 5 wins this year if they're lucky. So if 5 just happened to be the number, why would you run him out there anyway? Five is probably going to be close to being the number 1 overall pick in the draft anyhow. So why risk him? Let him mature a year. Let him count his money. Make sure his finances are in order. And get him some help so that when he does start, you guys can get like 9 wins and get in the playoffs. You might be 2 seasons out, but I can't sit him for 2. But you sit him for 1. That might be the smartest move Urban Meyer could make at this point. Conserve year 1, build for the future. Don't wreck the future in this kid's shoulder or something like that for a 4-win, 5-win season.
iHeartRadio Earth is here with a new way to enjoy our beautiful